Hello friends, today we are going to talk about Night Queen Jasmine for ultimate fragrance at your balcony or garden. Before that, let me welcome you to my channel Gardening for All, and if you have not subscribed, request you to kindly do that. This is the plant which is on left hand side. I have purchased in the month of August last year from online store. And in this video we're going to talk about how to care the plant, what should be the soil combination, sun, watering and the fertilizer. So first, when I got this plant, I potted it in a 8-inch pot with the soil combination of 50% of ground garden soil, 25% of coco peat and 25% of compost. With this combination, when I seen my plant have started sprouting new shoots or new branches, I started giving a feed for the vegetative growth, and which is basically one handful of compost. And if you have kind of horn meal also, you can use that. Plus I have given rock phosphate 2 spoon. If you don't have rock phosphate, you can give a bone meal. So this is the combination. Every 3 weeks we should continue feeding till we see your plant is becoming a good nice bushy shape it is taking. Again, the watering is another important aspect which we should take care. Should water the plant only if the topsoil is dried, because this plant do not need wet soil, too much of wet soil or soggy soil. Yes, it needs a moisture, and then 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight will be very good for this plant. So with this basic need we take care, our plant is going to grow very well. And here is the result. As you can see, it is well bushed, had lot of flower buds on each branches, and this is something which we can get output by following the method which I just mentioned. Again, the another aspects of making it bushy or the requirement is to keep trimming the plant. So whenever you see that your the any branch of the plant is been growing too long, you can trim that, so that you can from the area where we cut from the node point, you can see the another two shoots will come. So the more branches, the more flowering. So this is the another trick which we should apply. So with this combination I continued that somewhere in the March. This is the outcome. And in this video from now on, we are going to see what will be the our method how to repot this, because what I have observed that every day the plant the soil started drying, and then I had a doubt that the root bonding would have happened, and this is what is the result. As you can see, the root has bounded the complete area, and now to get a further growth we need to repot it in a bigger pot, and that is what I'm going to place it today in 12-inch pot. In this video again I'm going to tell you what will be the soil combination, what will be the further fertilizer to get a better outcome. So that is why I request you to kindly continue watching till last. In the soil combination for repotting, what I have used is 40% of garden soil, and with that I have taken 25% of coco peat, 25% of vermicompost, one handful of uh, goat manure. Then I have added some banana dried peel also, so that the phosphate, the natural source of phosphate, will be there. You can add 1 spoon of neem powder, mustard powder. This is the one spoon. Then you can add 2 spoon of rock phosphate or 3 spoon of bone meal, anything whatever you have, and then some fungicide, any fungicide you have. I have used the SAF. So with this the soil combination we'll have, and we'll repot this plant. So what the outcome will be there will be really amazing. And once the plant will grow further and you feel that the flowering is going to start, the good fertilizer is the liquid mustard cake fertilizer every 7 days, and next 7th day you can use banana peel fertilizer. So every 15 days this fertilizer should repeat. With that, in between you can add some potash also, liquid potash, so that the flowering will be there, because this is it flower in bunches, so it needs a lot of good feed. So it is very important, and with this combination this is the outcome which you can see. Very nice fragrance. Your house will be completely full of fragrance and very easy to grow. It does not need lot of attention, no major pest attack and all. Yes, in between you can put some neem oil spray, that'll be good. And in between again you can put some 1 spoon of Epsom salt in the soil or the spray, just to ensure that the plant keep getting the other requirements been taken care of. But believe me, it's very easy to grow. You can get a very good outcome, and this is the result which I have been sharing with you. So I look forward that you must plant this in your home, and whatever the steps I have mentioned, you're going to follow that, and the result will be this. Yes, somewhere you can make it a little better or little less, considering or what is the overall condition of light and water is also, because that's something plays a very vital role. So I hope you got all the information which required to grow this beautiful fragrance plant at your home. Look forward that you must grow this. And here is the update which I said, that I always trim it so that you can see multiple shoots are coming. So this is where I trimmed it, and you see the 2 branches are come out. So thank you once again. Request you to kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed my channel, and look forward that you share with your near and dear one. Thanks for watching.